Howdy, pilgrims. Grego's here. God, where's Grego been? He's been away. He hasn't been away. He hasn't been anywhere. He's just been under a lot of pressure, getting stuff done. So, I just thought I'd do a really quick video of old mate. Old mate, very special bus indeed. But the more we dig into old mate, the more mysteries are revealed. So, oh, never mind, you can see these battle scars from the overhead lighting. Of course, it shows everything to the extreme. But we've discovered that it looks like all the evidence is there that this roof has been replaced. So it might have had a rollover. Can you believe it? A rollover in its past. There's certainly evidence of not foul play, but definitely... Oh my word. So it's taken... Oh, the biggest giveaway sign where Andrew discovered was these spot welds here in the gutter. They're usually inverted, like little divots you'll see in a standard one, and these are actually raised. So this whole roof has been spot welded on, and it all makes sense when you see the repairs on the pillars. Sorry about the piss poor light, but it's dark outside already. But anyways, so there was some really mangled pieces. You know, none of this is finished, of course, but it's like we're getting closer to the rust repairs being done on old mate. I think it's irrelevant that the roof has been replaced because we didn't see any evidence of it before, because it was obviously covered up by the pop top is covers just about the whole roof. These gutters, yeah, you can see they're a little bit wavy down there. But this is not what this bus is about. It's not about being a concourse bus. Take it back to original, make it perfect. You can definitely see along there as well. And all that was covered up by fabric and probably will do so again. So we're just going to repair the rust on it. There's a few surprises with this bus, like quite a bit of custom work, but also yeah, the finish on it, yeah, might not be what we normally do, and that's sort of cool in a way. So you can see here in this pillar has also had a bit of work. So we got bits to cut out of it and all that, but Andrew's just checking the gaps with the doors hung with this front nose. It's been welded on the top part of the nose, and just tapped on the sides and everything. All the gaps will be checked there to get it looking okay, you know. It's not about being 10 out of 10 perfect. It's about being rust free and being fit for purpose, because the purpose of this bus is changing from just your regular camper van. So as you can see there, Andrew has fitted a new sill on that side. You know, and whenever you look at the outer sill, you go, oh yeah, that wouldn't have taken too long. But then there's always the inner as well that needs to be treated and worked on. This here needed more than the sill. Well, this is actually one piece. It's it has a curve there, and it's got the line, the factory sill line, welded into it. So that's all been welded into place. You know, nothing's been planished yet, panel beaded, so to speak. This here had to be cut to be bored out. Yeah, some sections been welded into there. It's all got to be ground back and cleaned up and panel beaded and epoxied and filled and whew. But yeah, just thought I'd show. Oh, this light is really bringing out the I wouldn't say ugliness, but just the history the history of it. And you can also see up in under the gutters there how it's not as seamless as it would normally be in the factory. So our theory is that it might have been in a rollover. I know that sounds drastic, but mind you, all the doors shut nicely before, as they will again, and the gaps are all okay. So whatever they did, they, obviously it had filler in it. But I mean, we're just going to repair the worst of it. Rust-wise, definitely sort all that. And then, stuff like this with a bead of seam sealer and all that, you won't see it anyway. And the pop top will cover the whole roof, basically. So, yeah, tools everywhere, but that's how it gets. That floor section's been welded in, as you probably know. We've got to do a bit of a step there. I'll show you this around here. So yes, okay. I think I initially said that it was a 7 out of 10 bus for rust. Well, it's might have taken half a notch back, but neither here nor there. So that part we cut from a wreck down the back. It's always handy having wrecks that you can make little cuts from, because that's not worth warrant. It doesn't warrant buying a whole wheel arch. That's ridiculous. Just needed a little section in there that's been put in nicely. It's got the factory style gap there to tuck your thing in. So but this A pillar needed welding. Where they have welded it in the past wasn't that great. Oh, there goes the magnet. So basically Andrew is TIG welding it all the way around, and then that'll all be ground smooth, and it should be pretty well seamless. So same as in here, that was all filled up. Sorry about the light. Yeah, so we've got the front nose lined up as good as possible. It's definitely not perfect because let's just say you're not going to see any of any sort of evidence that it was foul play. This bus had come under any foul play. So basically the deformed panel, we could see where it was cut and welded. It wasn't welded in perfect height wise. We had to cut across here and bash it down so that the nose sits on nicely. And that's what you got to do. Like, you've just got to work around with the base that you're giving. But this is all lining up here where it should. Yeah, basically. And to make this work here, it needed a pie cut, heap of TIG welding. Anyway, but I'd say we're about 90% there with the rust on this old girl, and fitment of the nose, etc. And this, I suppose, actually all the rust is just about there, but these areas here aren't what you call rust repair, but it's just like we're going to start from scratch with the whole, we've got some floor section pressed up in that shape, and we're going to weld some floor section in the holes in the correct profile. Oh, pardon me. And that would be all good. So yeah, I just thought I'd run it past you, and like those Alpha panels from Alphaholics. Yeah, nice classic Alpha, wherever. So yeah, that's for the project. Probably next week, actually. So yeah, that's I'm getting off track, which I like